Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Abernic RG350. This was sent to me from John Riggs, so thank you very much for sending this so I can take a look at it. He did an overview of it, but I'm going to do a little bit more in depth, I'd say, on it here. So, in the event that you haven't seen his video, let's go over here. So you got the dual thumbsticks. You got the A, B, Y, and X buttons there. Start select. You got L1, R1, L2, R2. You've got USB C1, USB C2, mini HDMI, and then you have the headphone jack there as well. So the USB 1 here is used for data transfer, as well as I think linking up more than one for multiplayer games. So I don't think that there's much support for that. And then this one here is for charging. On the bottom, you've got the power button, the speed. Okay, it's not. So we get to focus. Hang on. It's not much better. Let me try to switch the lens here. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Alright, so you got the speakers there. Again, the power button's there. Micro SD card slots here, and the volume rockers there. And then you have the reset button there. Now, I don't like the fact they put the power button on the bottom. That's really kind of annoying, as well as the reset button. Because sometimes I'll find I'll be playing games on this, and I'll accidentally hit the reset button, which just isn't cool. Alright, so taking a look here, I have powered on. So you got, let's see, you got applications here. So you got clock, you've got a file manager, application launcher, media player, image viewer, terminal, another media player, music player, hardware test, another music player, a input and rumble tester. That's kind of cool. And you got another input tester, another file management tool, and then another music player. So quite a few different options there for media playback. And then you got settings here. So you got about, you've got the configuration options. Network settings is where you can FTP into it to do file transfer. If you don't have a micro SD card, you will need to use the USB 2 and FTP into it from your computer in order to transfer files. So I do recommend, if you do get one, to use a micro SD card, at least for file transfer. It makes it a lot easier. You got reboot, you got power off, sound mixer for configuring sound settings, system info, and wallpaper. So quite a few different things there. Okay, and then on the other side, you've got MAME, DOSBox, Arcade, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, NES, Mega Drive Genesis, Open, Beast of Rage, Wonder Swan, SNES, another Genesis, PC Engine, or TurboGrafx 16, Neo Geo Pocket, Game Boy Advance, PC Engine, MAME for All, and Neo Geo. And then you got some built-in games here as well. You've got a lot of different games there. Open Sonic, King of Fighters. A lot of these games don't play well at all. They definitely were not optimized for this at all, as Zelda game there. Quake, that's actually Quake. It does run really well on this. But what I'm really focusing on in this video is going to be the emulation. How well does it emulate? So for this, we're going to take a look at a couple of different systems here. So for the Super Nintendo, we're going to take a look at Super Mario World. And so let's actually go ahead and just take a look at that real quick here. Okay, so we're going to load up Pocket SNES. And we'll look at Super Mario World. And see how well it runs. I'm going to turn the sound off on this actually. The sound does work really well, but I'm going to turn off the sound for the sake of the video. Okay, so we'll just go to this one here. Okay, so I'm using the D-pad. You can use the analog stick as well, but I prefer the D-pad. It runs really well, really smooth. Colors are really nice. There's no issues I can see in playing this game. The colors may look a little off on camera, but they're not when actually playing the system. But there's no slowdown. There's no input lag. It runs pretty smooth. Very smooth. There we go. But yeah, no performance issues. Really nice way to play. Oh, really nice way to play Mario World on the go if you don't have a Game Boy Advance and you own the Super Nintendo version. This is definitely worth. Or if you happen to not have a Switch with Nintendo Online service. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and exit the emulator. That's start plus select. So we're going to go down to where to go. There we go. Exit Pocket SNES. Okay, and we're going to start to exit. So next we're going to look at a couple of NES games. First thing I'm going to look at is Noid on the NES. So I'm going to load up the Famicom here. And it loads up really quick, as you can see. And okay, that's a little weird. Okay, never mind. I thought the buttons were like diagonal from each other, but they're not. You can use either the X and Y or the A and B buttons. But you can see this plays just fine. And all these games that I'm going to show you are games that I do legally own. So yeah, plays just fine. Sounds good too. Again, I'm not going to do the sound because, obvious reasons. Okay, that's enough of that. Again, start select to get to the menu. And we're going to do the next game here. And it's going to be a homebrew. That's going to be Alfonzo's Arctic Adventure. Sent to the channel by Spinny Bar Productions, so thank you very much again for this awesome gem of a game. So just to show you that it runs homebrew games just fine. No issues at all. As there shouldn't be, but can't skip this. Okay. So we can get it to... Oh. No, I looked about it the first time at the first line, so go. Okay. So here is Alfonzo's Arctic Adventure. Playing just fine now. On camera, there does look like there is a bit of a slowdown, but when actually playing the handheld, there's not. Just something to keep in mind. So yeah, there's Alfonzo's Arctic Adventure, a really great NES game. Okay, we're going to go ahead and exit. And let's check out Genesis. And for that, we're looking at just one game. We can get out here. It's going to be Bubsy. Great game. Despite the flack that it gets, it's still a great game. Okay, we're going to use the... Oh, okay, I did do the right one. I was like, wait, I didn't, but I did. Okay, so I'm going to do Bubsy, and that should be under Mega Drive. Yep. Okay, so here's Bubsy. Plays just fine. Again, no slowdown. Very smooth. Zero input lag. Lots of fun. Okay, so yeah, it definitely plays very well with Genesis games. Now, one thing... There we go. Okay. One thing I'm really interested to see, I was originally interested to see when I watched John's video on it, was how it handles PlayStation games, original PlayStation games. But before we get into that, and I do have quite a few of those to show, we're going to take a look at Donkey Kong 94, as it's sometimes referred to, on the original Game Boy. Okay, so we're going to load up the Game Bat. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm actually going to do... for how to get out of this one. Oh, here we go. For this one, I'm actually going to go into the Game Boy Color one, because I think that still takes... oops. I think that takes advantage still of the... where did it go? Okay, I seem to have lost it. I just had it loaded up and I just lost it. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm back. Hang on one second. Okay, so I figured out the issue. The issue is that the this thing doesn't recognize or doesn't play Game Boy games in the Game Boy Color emulator. That was the problem. And I think actually Riggs might have mentioned that in his video, if I'm not mistaken. But I was trying to get it to take advantage of the color palette. Yeah, the color is way off on the camera. I'm not sure why that is. It looks normal when playing it on this. The color just looks washed out on the video for whatever reason. But yeah, this plays just fine. And this emulator does not support excuse me, does not support the analog stick. It only allows you to use the D-pad. But again, plays just fine. Kind of neat. Okay, oh, I just died. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. No, I wanted that's okay though. Okay. Next game we're gonna look at is F-Zero GP Legend, Game Boy Advance. So we're going to load it up here. That's going to be under, right there, REGBA. Okay. The color doesn't look washed out on this one for some reason. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to go with it here. This does support the analog stick, by the way. Although it feels kind of weird using an analog stick playing a Game Boy Advance game. But again, no slowdown. Plays really well. No input lag. Emulates it very, very well. It's hard to play this game through a camera. But yeah, so there you got F-Zero. Okay, and that's okay. And I forgot how to... Okay, there we go. I don't know how I did that, but that's okay. We're going to exit that. We're done with that. Alright, so now I've got quite a few games here I want to show. So I wanted to take a look at, like I said, the this thing's capability of playing PlayStation 1 games. So the first game we're going to take a look at is Rascal. Let's put that over there. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Rascal. We're going to load up the PlayStation emulator here, and I was wrong initially. I said this was the PC graphics, but it's not. It's actually the PlayStation emulator. So, my mistake. Alright, so we're going to look at Rascal here. And for this one, I'm going to do a little bit of sound here. And again, this is washed out. Well, okay, it's a little different. This is a great game, by the way. That was a steal at $2 for a complete copy. Okay. Does take a bit to load. Okay, so here it is. So, here's Rascal. So, it plays really well. For being a PlayStation, original PlayStation game, plays really well on this handheld, surprisingly enough. I'm not playing very well, but it does play. It does play well on this. Let's see if we can get. Nope. Nope. Okay, I don't know how to do the menu to get back out of it. Yeah, I don't know what the buttons are, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a bit of a irritation. Okay, well, I don't want to have to reset it, but I think I might. I might have to. Let's see if we do. Nope. It's just gonna. Okay, so we're gonna. Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and just reset it. Using the button in the back on the bottom there. Okay, so I was booting up here. The next game we're going to look at is Tekken 2. And we're going to go ahead and boot that up right now. No issues with sound at all. I like that. This is arcade mode. Yoshima 2. And again, the camera doesn't really do it justice. There's really no lag at all. I'll turn this back out. There we go. But it plays very, very well. First of all, handheld. Oh. There we go. Okay, and we're going to just reset it again. I haven't reset it, but it is what it is, I suppose. Okay. And as you can see from the list here, Need for Speed 3, and we'll see how it handled the racing game. I think it's this one. I hope it's that one. It's not the other one. Either one of them should work. That flickering does not happen on the actual handheld. That is an issue with my camera, rather with my phone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start the game here. It's my favorite racing games on the PS1. This does support the analog stick with zero mapping needed, so that's really nice to see. It moves really smooth. Not doing too good, but get the idea. Again, the phone that I'm recording on does not do the game, or does not do the performance justice. There's absolutely zero performance issues in this game. And all the face buttons are exactly the way they would be on a PS1 controller. Triangle, square, circle, X. Again, with zero mapping needed. I turn on the FPS, but I don't know how to get the in-game menu to show up, or the emulator menu to show up, rather. Okay, so let's look at Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit, and the next thing I want to take a look at is a disc-only copy of Warhawk. Great game on the PS1. Picked up for $1. Can't argue with that price. Oh, okay, go. Okay, so here it is. Again, supporting the This is really hard to play through a camera, but I use the D-pad. Here we go. But this is a great game on the PS1. Oops. I forgot how to... Hope you guys can see it, right? There we go. Okay. Oops. Oh. There we go. Great first-person spaceship game, that's for sure. So it plays really well. Also my handheld. And I get the other one real quick. Okay, so we're gonna do it. Nope. Okay, there's a lot less there. A lot less than I had than I thought, or not than I thought here. Okay, go. Okay, so that's Warhawk. Again, great game on the PS1. And the last game on PS1 we're going to look at is a game called T.R.A.G, or Tactical Rescue Assault Group. A game that's not talked about too much. I don't think I've ever seen a whole lot done on this game. Great game by Sunsoft. It's their take on Resident Evil, as far as I'm concerned. Very, very well done. Very good game. Takes place in the future, where you've got these guys that are going against an armed terrorist group, and you've got robots to battle and stuff. It's pretty good. So let's check it out. Love that sound. Classic tank controls. Weapons. Hope if I can actually see where I'm firing. I'm using the wrong gun. I am using the wrong gun. Yep, I was. Using the wrong gun. Got him. Yeah, definitely, oh, I ran out of weapons, or I ran out of ammo. That's kind of cool. When you run out of ammo, you can just start, oh. Just beat them up. Actually, that's when you run and then attack. That's what that is. You can still fire at them. So yeah, really great game on the PS1. If you guys can track down a copy, definitely worth checking out. Definitely an underrated game. Definitely would consider this a hidden gem on the PS1. Definitely worth picking up. So, alright, so that is enough of that. Oh. I found the PlayStation emulator menu by trying to turn it off. That's funny. Alright, so if you want to get the PS menu, just hit the power button. Okay. See if I can get it to focus here. There we go. So it gives you swap CD, load state, save state, GPU settings, SPU settings, and core settings. I'm just going to go ahead and quit there, though. Okay, so this has been a look at the RG350 Linux-based handheld system. Again, thank you, John Riggs, for sending this to me for review. Great handheld, worth the money. I think it retails for like 89 bucks. Definitely a good alternative if you want something that can emulate from the PS1 down. Now, there are additional emulators you can get for this, like N64 and other ones. I didn't include those because I just wanted to run with stock, but they are available for this. So, yeah, great little unit. So, thank you for checking out this review. I want to thank you for watching. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing. And as always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.